Good morning, students. So, in the neural control and coordination, the next topic is transmission of impulse. So, let us discuss some of the important multiple choice questions. The first one, nerve impulse is transmitted from one neuron to another neuron by the means of option A, synapse, option B, junction, option C, both A and B, and option D, current only. So here the answer is option C, that is both A and B, because the axon of one neuron and the dendrite of another neuron is going to form the junction, and the axon membrane, the terminal axon membrane, it is presynaptic, and the dendrites membrane is postsynaptic membrane. So in between presynaptic and the postsynaptic membrane, the gap is called synapse. So here it is going to form even the junction also. For the first question, the answer is option B. Second one, which of the following has not to be there in a synapse? So the synapse, you know that it is consisting of presynaptic junction, postsynaptic junction, and the synaptic cleft. So the answer is D, none of these. Third question, which of the following is not associated with electrical synapse? Option A, no synaptic cleft. Option B, presynaptic membranes and postsynaptic membranes are in close association with each other. Option C, electric current flow directly from one neuron to another neuron through synapse. Option D, very common synapse in our system. Actually, A, B, C, what the statement they have given, it is all are associated with the electrical synapse, whereas the D, it is not associated, because electrical synapse are rare in our system, but in the option D they have given it is very common. So option D is the correct answer for third question. Fourth question, transmission of an impulse across electrical synapses. Option A is very different to impulse conduction along a single axon. Option B is very similar to impulse conduction along a single axon. Option C is same as that of chemical synapse. Option D, both A and C. So for fourth question, the answer is B. It is very similar to impulse conduction along a single axon, because in case of the electrical synapses, the gap between presynaptic membrane and the postsynaptic membrane, it is almost reduced. It is the gap between presynaptic and the postsynaptic membrane is 0.2 nanometer. Okay, so the space is very less in between the presynaptic and the postsynaptic. That's why how in case of the saltatory conduction, the impulse is going to jump from one node of a neuron to another. Like that, when it comes at the length of the axon, then it is going to jump from the axon terminal to the next neuron's dendrite. That's why it is said to be as similar to the conduction of impulse along length of the axon. So for fourth question, the answer is option B. Fifth one, which of the following is not associated with impulse transmission across an electrical synapse? Option A, faster than the chemical synapse. Option B, rare in our system. Option C, no synaptic cleft. Option D, impulse transmission is not similar as that of transmission within a neuron. So here for the fifth question, the answer is D option, because our electrical synapses, they are faster and they are rare in our system. And I have told the space, that is the synaptic cleft or the synapse, it is almost reduced because the space between presynaptic and the postsynaptic, it is 0.2 nanometer. That's why the option D is the correct answer for fifth question. Impulse transmission is not similar as that of transmission within a neuron. Sixth one, synaptic cleft is not, option A, separated by presynaptic and postsynaptic neurons. Option B, a fluid filled space. Option C, a part of synapse. Option D, present in all synapses. So for sixth question, the answer is present in all synapse, that is D option, because synaptic cleft is separated by presynaptic and postsynaptic neurons, or it is the membrane. Then it is fluid filled space, and synaptic cleft is also a part of a synapse. So here synaptic cleft is not present in all the synapses, so that is the correct answer. It is in the option D. Seventh one, which of the following is not associated with axon terminals? So the option A, synaptic vesicles. Option B, exocytosis. Option C, neurotransmitter release. And option D, axon hillock. So here seventh one, the answer is option D, because the axon terminals, you know that they consist of the synaptic vesicles, and these synaptic vesicles, they are consisting of the neurotransmitters, and the during the conduction of the impulse from one neuron to another neuron, the synaptic vesicles, when they release the neurotransmitter, so this releasing of the neurotransmitter, it is by the process of exocytosis. So exocytosis means it is the release of the materials or the particles from inside of the cell to the outside of the cell through the energy. So A, B, C all are associated with the terminal end of the axon, but D, that is axon hillock, it is not the associated with the axon terminal. So seventh question, the answer is option D. Eighth one, which of the following is not associated with chemical synapse? Option A, slower than electrical synapse. Yes, it is correct, because electrical synapse are faster and chemical synapse are slower. Option B, synaptic cleft. In among the chemical synapse, we are going to see the presence of a synaptic cleft where the space is almost ranging from 10 to 20 nanometer, and the C is release of a neurotransmitter. Yes, in case of chemical synapses, the release of transmitters is observed, that transmitters, it is nothing but the chemicals. Then option D, transmission is similar as that of nerve impulse within a neuron. So for eighth question, the answer is D. The answer is option D. Ninth one, arrange them in order. First one, movement of synaptic vesicles, fusion of synaptic vesicles, arrival of action potential, release of neurotransmitters in the synaptic cleft, opening of ion channels, neurotransmitters binds to specific receptor over synaptic membrane, new potential in postsynaptic neuron. So these are the function, or you can consider this is the process or the pathway of transmission of the impulse from one neuron to another. So these pathways should be arranged them in the proper order. So here the first order is, you can see the movement of synaptic vesicles. So these synaptic vesicles, they come and settle on the presynaptic membrane. Once they settle on the presynaptic membrane, the release of neurotransmitters takes place in the synaptic cleft. Then the arrival of action potential, then the next is the fusion of synaptic vesicles, Then neurotransmitter binds to specific receptor over the postsynaptic membrane. So here you have come across with how the impulse is being conducted from one neuron to another neuron. So what happens when the synaptic vesicles they are fused, means when they have been given with the impulse, those synaptic vesicles are going to move. Once they move to the presynaptic membrane, what happens? The action potential is generated. Once the action potential is generated, neurotransmitters are being released. So after the releasing of the neurotransmitters are going to bind to the specific receptors on the postsynaptic membrane. Then the opening of the ion channels. So this opening of ion channels, that is with respect to the sodium and potassium ion channel on the postsynaptic membrane, then we can see the new potential is generated in the postsynaptic neuron. So the answer for the ninth question is A option. Next question. Nerve impulse traveling through synapses cannot be option A excitatory, option B inhibitory, option C both A and B, and option D apolar neuronic. The answer for the 10th question is option D, because the nerve impulses which are traveling through the synapses, they cannot be excitatory or the inhibitory, because excitatory means the neurons which will target for the new action potential will be having more likely towards the new action potential. Inhibitory means they will not be having the likeliness, means they will be having less target towards the new potential. So for 10th question the answer is option D. 11th one, in chemical synapse, what activates the synaptic vesicles to release its neurotransmitter into the synaptic cleft? So you know that on the presynaptic membrane there are presence of volt gated calcium channels. So here when the vesicles, that is the synaptic vesicles will settle on the presynaptic membrane, the volt gated ion channels will get open. So when these volt gated ion channels will become open from the medium, that is the fluid filled medium at the synaptic cleft, from that medium the calcium ions will enter into the presynaptic membrane and they binds to the receptors on the vesicles. So these vesicles will release the neurotransmitters into the synaptic cleft. So for 11th question the answer is option D, that is the calcium. If the enzyme acetylcholinesterase were inhibited in postsynaptic membranes, what would be the consequence? So here you know that is acetylcholinesterase is the enzyme which is hydrolyzing the acetylcholine neurotransmitter. So this hydrolyzation of the acetylcholine gives the product, that is acetic acid and the choline. So here if there is no hydrolyzation of acetylcholine, then it will make the accumulation of acetylcholine in the synaptic cleft only. So for 13th question the answer is option A. 14th, the neurotransmitters released by the presynaptic neurons binds to the receptors on the dash. So the neurotransmitters which are released by the presynaptic neurons binds to the receptors on the postsynaptic membrane. So for 14th question the answer is option A. 15th question, The chemicals which are released at the synaptic junction are called. So the chemicals which are released on the synaptic junction are called neurotransmitters. 16th, the nerve impulse is transmitted from one neuron to another neuron through the synapse. The answer is option B. 17. Which type of synapses are rare in our nervous system? Option A, electrical synapse. Option B, chemical synapse. Option C, both A and B. And option D, none of these. So you know chemical synapse, they are majorly found, whereas electrical synapse, they are rare in our nervous system. So for 17th question, the answer is A.